Hi, I'm Mike. We're going to go on a little adventure down to Florida, St. Augustine, where we will get a studio tour of BRM Sound. This is owned by Ben McLeod of the band All Them Witches. I'm going there because he has an AMEC Big 28 mixing board that he just sold to me, and I'm going to pick it up and bring it back to New York State. It's a long haul, over 1,000 miles, so I had to convince my wife that we're going on vacation. We'll spend 3 days in the Keys and then drive up with a rental to Ben's studio where we're going to pick up the Big and bring it back here. Now, why would I want a Big 28 mixing board when I've got a Big 44 right behind me? You know, the little backstory is that this Big 44 wasn't always in pristine condition. It once needed some serious repair, just like the Big 28 that I owned before it. So I've got a lot of spare parts, way too many. I'm planning to flip this Big. You know, a little TLC is really all it needs, and I've got all this stuff to do it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can follow along on the video series where I will be restoring this Big 28 mixing board. And that's going to include all sorts of things. If you're interested in maybe restoring some vintage electronics from the 1990s, I'm going to be doing some recapping. There's going to be replacing of op amps and VCAs. And in fact, there's going to be a restoration of a vintage PC where I will install DOS and run it on a hard drive that's solid state, along with putting in a floppy emulator, a new power supply. We're going to make this thing awesome for the next owner. So follow along, give a big thumbs up if you don't mind, please, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you find out about future videos in this series. Let's flip some Big. Well, I'm here in St. Augustine, Florida, back behind what looks like a bar. It is actually a recording studio called BRM Sound. Give it an old knock and let's take a walk inside and see what she's all about. See what Ben's hiding here. Hi, Ben.
Up, man? Hey,
good to see you.
Come on in.
Can you show me around this
Absolutely
cool place? Oh, we got something right there. Just walk right in.
This is the Ghost 24.
Okay.
It's not the LE. The LE doesn't have the MIDI computer built in. I kind of wish I had that one because then I could have a, you know, put the cappies there. But it is what it is. And
what do you use it for mostly?
Really broadband EQ, which I love the EQ on these.
During tracking or mixing?
Oh yeah, tracking. Everything I mix is within Pro Tools.
Okay.
But I'm basically using the Ghost as routing. From the Ghost, it goes to patch bays. From the Ghost going to here, and then the signal flow, it waterfalls into my Apollo 16. And then if it's a tape session, I have a Tascam MS-16, 16 track, 1 inch. Thank God it's not 2 because of tape prices. It's 32 minutes of audio. This is the good model. It runs at 15 IPS. The 30 IPS model of these are junk. You know, 15 IPS is the sound of rock and roll.
Sure it is.
Yeah, 16 tracks, 1 inch, a reel of this, 260.
Jeez.
I just switched to recording the masters.
That's what I use.
Yeah, that's
SM911.
Recording the masters. I do the SM911.
That's what I use.
Best tape.
Yep, it is. Yep.
Thank you, recording the masters.
That's right.
It's incredible.
Let's check out the rest of the place. What you got?
Let's do it. So this is the live room.
Let me see if I can do a little pan around.
Yeah.
What you got?
So as you can see,
Is this the house kit down here?
Yeah, it's a 1970s Slingerland.
Look at all these amps over here.
Twin reverbs in here.
Well, you got a pile of amps.
Yes.
Are these all yours?
Actually, no. I have a lot of really nice friends.
That's a good thing to have.
Yeah. 3 twin reverbs, a super reverb.
What do you got? I got a super reverb too, but it's been chopped. It's just a head.
And then this is a late 50s, early 60s Airline.
Airline, okay.
And then an old Silvertone.
Oh yeah, I've seen those before. That thing looks like it's homemade.
This twin is actually more along the lines of like a DR103 high watt now.
Where did that come from?
My friend Alad Shapiro built this for me in Nashville, Tennessee. It's Dale Amps.
Okay.
Which is just Alad backwards.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a Tweed Deluxe made by Dale Amps.
Really? That looks great.
As well.
That's a really nice looking amp.
Yeah, it's awesome. As you can see, the perforated walls, this is just pegboard from Lowe's.
Yeah.
But what's special about it is there's 2 inches of Corning 703 behind it.
Oh yeah, that'll
and
help.
then another 2-inch air gap.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm very proud of that. It was a pain in the ass.
I bet it was. So you got some clouds hanging from the ceiling.
Oh yeah, I love building these. I love them.
Okay, you want to build some for me?
Sure. In this room, stuff has to be very directional if you're not taking DIs and like reamping. That's a early 60s Harmony. That gets used on everything that I record always.
Really? So I guess it's got a real sweet sound. It looks old.
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
it's the one
Is it
knob.
an 8-inch speaker or smaller?
6-inch.
6-inch. Look at it. Nice little tube amp.
The one knob wonder.
5 watt, right?
It is 1 watt.
1 watt.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a tiny little amp.
And this is the trick. Just turn it on 10 and put a big muff in front of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably cool. Well, this thing over here is the reason why I'm here today.
Yes.
Yeah, to pick up this big 28. Just so I know, in the listing, I think you said 7 channels weren't working, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me which channels? Do you know?
Yeah, these 2, I believe, just need to be cleaned.
Okay.
I want to say these back here probably need either like caps or heavily cleaned or just replaced.
Okay.
But I'm going to miss it, and it needs a good home.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure that it gets all the TLC it needs before it finds a new home.
Yes.
Well, thanks for the studio tour,
Dude,
Ben.
absolutely. Thank you.
If anybody wants to find out about your studio, you got a website?
I do pretty much everything through Instagram. My Instagram handle is BRM Sound. BRM, it's Benjamin Robert McLeod.
And of course, you got an awesome band too.
Recording engineer by day, but guitarist for All Them Witches by night. So.
Where's next shows coming up?
We're doing Austin Psych Fest April 28th, and then we're doing, I think, like a 10-day run after that, Southeast, and then we're going to Europe for 3 weeks in June.
Awesome.
And I'm anxious about that. I have a 7-month-old, so it's going to be the longest that I've been away from her.
Oh, wow, okay.
So,
well, I've seen All Them Witches, and I can verify that this is an awesome band, guys, so check them out.
Check us out.
All right.
For sure.
Thanks. You gotta stand it up. Oh, okay, I get you. Close the door up, would you? Wow, I ripped my finger up pretty good right there.